Morning all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear? So today just I enter into the technicals, right? Data types and variables. Data types and variables. Every organization, right? Every organization use case, every organization use case has got data and operations. Data and operations. Data represented using data types or variables. Operations presented using functions. So any organization, if you take, right, it has got data and operation. Data has got data represented using data types or variables. Operations represented using functions. For example, any organization, take example like a bank. Bank has got customers and employees, right? Customers has got data and operations. Customer data like customer name, account number, address, balance, branch, and operations like withdraw operations, transfer operations, deposit operations, right? So data by using data types or variables, operations using functions. If you talk C or C++ or Java, comparison with Python, right? C++ or Java, comparison with Python. Python supports dynamic data types. It supports dynamic data types. In other programming language, like if you want to define a variable x equal to 10, compulsory this data type defining is mandatory. If I say y equal to 4.5, I need to say float y equal to 4.5. I need to say like string z. Without this data type defining, you cannot create the variables x, y, and z. Without the data type defining, we cannot create the variables x, y, z. Yes. But in Python, directly we can say x as 10, y as 4.5, z as hello. No need to define the data types here in Python. Here, what kind of variable x is means based on the data type defining, you are saying it as integer. What kind of variable y is means based on the data type defining, you are saying it as float. What kind of variable z? So based on the data type defining, you are saying as string. But in Python, what kind of variable x is? Means what value you are assigning to it. Based on the value assigned, the variable is going to get created dynamically during runtime. If you are assigning a float value to y, yes. So there is a function in Python, type function, type of x is int type. Why it is int? Because you are assigning a integer value. There is a type of y. What type it is? Float type. Type of Z, string type, right? So based upon what value you are assigning, the variables are getting created dynamically during runtime in Python. More, more, more understanding on this data types variables. Just observe this. I'm going to discuss like 3 cases, 4 cases I'm going to discuss. Yes. Try to understand internally what happens when we define some variables, right? If I say x has 10, internally one object gets created with value 10. It's going to have some address. The address is given to x. What x is storing? Don't say x is storing 10. X stores the address. X stores the address. Whenever I say print x, it goes to this address and prints whatever content present at that address. Prints the content at that address. What is the content at that address? 10. If I want to print the address where exactly it is stored, print id of x. Prints the address of x. 103070. Type of x. Prints the data type of x. Print x prints the content at that address. id of x prints the address of x. Type of x prints the data type of x. So 3 things, right? You need to understand here. Printing the content, printing the address, printing the data type, right? So from here onwards, I want the sessions to be interactive, right? Everyone unmute yourself and try to give your responses through voice or through chat. Yes. Case 2. Now, whenever I say x has 10, y has 20, everyone try to respond. How many objects will be created here? How many objects? Hmm. For 10, one object with some address given to x. Two objects, right? For 20, one more object with some address. That address given to y. Now everyone try to respond. Print x, what is the value it prints? Yes, print x. Everyone try to respond. Print, if print x means goes to this address and prints the value at that address. Prints the value at that address 10. Yes. You can unmute yourself and try to give a response through voice. Yes. Print address of x. What is the ID of x? Where exactly it is stored in the memory, that address. But here I am taking some address, random address. ID of x is what? Yes. Type of x. Type of x is what type? Int type. Print y. 20. Address of y. Type of y. Two different variables. Okay, two different variables 10, 20 with the two different values, two different variables x, y with two different values 10, 20, two different objects gets created with two different addresses. Observe this case 3 and try to respond. Case 3. X is 10, y is 10, x and y. How many objects will be created here? How many objects will be created means observe carefully here. Only one object gets created. First, it will create one object for x with some address. That address given to x. That's fine. X equal to 10. Yes, one object is created. The target address is taken by x. Y equal to 10. Before creating object for 10, it checks in the memory, right? If any object with value 10, if it is already available, then the same address will be given to y. If x is 10, y is 10, z is 10, don't think three objects with value 10 will be created. Only one object, its address will be given to x, y, and z. Its address given to x, y, and z. Hmm.
What if I want to change x value and keep y value as same? So then two objects will be created.
Now, if the x value changes to 20, then a new object 20 will be created, where x will point to 20, but still y will be pointing to the old object 10 only.
Yeah.
For example, if I got x as 10, y as 20, z as 30, how many objects there? If x value is 10, y is 20, z value 30. How many objects it gets created? X as 10, y as 20, z as 30. Three objects, right? If the values are different, multiple objects. If the values are same, only one object. Here, X, Y, and Z, they're sharing the same content and the address. Print X, print Y, and print Z. What is that value? 10. Print address of X, address of Y, address of Z. They are going to share the same content and the address. Now observe this case 4, right? Previously XY, now X is 10. Now next time modified the X to 20. Initially, one object 10 got created with some address. That address was pointing to X. Later, X equal to 20. One more object got created with some different address. So now if I say print X, what is the X value it is going to print? Print X, will it print 10 or 20? Hmm. Print X means it is printing what? 20 latest value. It always prints the latest value, right? And this address of X. Yes. What happens to the previous object means this object gets removed from the memory. X can store only one address, right? It cannot store the address of two objects. So the previous object gets removed. Understood all these four cases, everyone, right? Case one. Defining some variable, right? Printing the content, its address and its type. Case two, two different variables xy with two different values 10, 20. Two different objects, two different addresses. Case three, x is 10, y is 10, z is 10. Only one object, only one address. All the three variables are sharing the same content and the address. Case four, x is 10, x is 20. Always x stores the latest value. Yes. Data types. Data types, two types. Fundamental data types and collection data types. Yeah, fundamental data types. Object to holding single value. Object to holding single value. Like example, x has 10. Only one object with value 10. Right, it is going to have some address. That address due to x. Collection data type. The name itself saying collection of values, group of values. Object to holding multiple values. Collection of values, group of values, set of values, right? Example of this collection type, x equal to a list 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Here also one object gets created. Ten, 20, 30, 40, 50. It is going to have some address. That address is given to x. Here, object holding multiple values. Object holding multiple values. That is collection, right? Yes. Now, observe fundamental data types. Mainly are of five types. Fundamental data types, mainly there are of five types. Mm. Int, float, boolean, string, complex. Int, float, boolean, string, and complex. Int, age 25, float value, height 6.5, Boolean value, which returns either true value or false, which returns either true or false. String, see, float means something in decimal, integer, or any number. Boolean, like which returns true or false. True means 1, false means 0. String means sequence collection of characters, like city, Hyderabad. Sequence collection of characters. Complex. X plus IY, X plus IY in general mathematics, but imaginary part. In Python, instead of 5, we use J symbol, right? Yes. Collection data types mainly are of four types of collections. List, Python provides simple syntaxes, right, for each of these. List represented by using squared bracket. Tuple represented by using normal braces. By seeing the braces only, you should identify what type of collection they are. Set by using curly bracket. Dictionary also we use curly bracket, but within the dictionary, we see like a key and a value format. Key and a value format. Hmm. List, tuple, set, dictionary. Key and value. Dictionary means somewhere like, for example, name Ajay, age 25, right? This will be the key, name as key, Ajay as value, collection of key value pairs. Age is key and 25 is the value. Okay. So in the case of collections, right, list indexing, list slicing, list functions, list methods, list addresses, list nested list modifications. Similarly, for tuples, sets, and dictionaries, we have got lot of discussion. We'll be discussing it. But in the case of fundamental type, we have got lot of discussion on string indexing, string slicing, string methods, string functions, and string special characters. Right? Yes. What is a string? Hmm. A string is a sequence collection of characters. A string is a sequence collection of characters. In Python, a string is represented, a string is In Python, a string is represented using single quote, double quote and triple quote, right? In Python, string represented using single quote, double quote and triple quote. Yes. For single line string, you go for single quote or double quote. For multiple lines of string like paragraph, you go for triple quote. Yes. Example, city equal to, within double quotes, you can say Hyderabad. Each character of a string, each character of a string is identified by a unique index. Each character of a string is identified and accessed by a unique index. Is identified and accessed by a unique index. String supports two types of indexes. Positive index or forward index starts from left to right. Index starts with 0. Starts from left to right. Yes. This positive index or forward index. The index is going to start from left to right. Index starts with negative index or backward index. Index starts from right to left. Now here index starts from right to left. Index starts with -1. Positive index or forward index starts from left to right. Index starts with 0. Negative index or backward index starts from right to left. Index starts with, just observe this diagram, right? Yes. X equal to, okay, if you are representing a string using double quotes. So internally for string also one object gets created. This you see like Python. Python. That address is given to X. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This way say like positive index or forward index. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Negative index or backward index. X is your string name. What is the value of x of 2? Everyone try to respond. What is the value of x of 2? X of 2. X is the string. X of 2 value is what? T. Yes. X of -2. Okay. X of 2 is T. X of -2 is O. X of -2 is O. Right? Yes. Now coming back to this string represented using single, double, and triple quote. So a single line comment in Python starts with hash symbol. Multiple lines if you want to comment, right? Start with triple quote, end with triple quote. It's not executable, right? Yes. Okay. X equal to Python. Print X, print this entire string as it is. Type of X, what type, right? Type of X is what data type? What you are trying to assign to X string, right? What you are trying to assign to this string, right? Yes. Print X, type of X. Type of X is string. Okay. Print len of X, number of characters within the string. Len of X. Print X. Type of X is what? String. Len of X. Number of characters, how many? 6. Length will be 6. Save it. Okay. Y equal to programming, another string. Y equal to programming. Print X plus Y. Print X plus Y is nothing but concatenation. Concatenation, right? Nothing but adding two strings. Adding two strings. Adding two strings means first string followed by second string. First string followed by second string. Yes. Check this output. Run module. Now, Python plus programming. What is the output? Python programming. You are getting output as Python programming, right? But I want space between Python and programming, right? X plus space plus Y. X is one string Python, Y is another string programming. Between those two string, one blank string. X is one string, Y is one string. Between those two string, one blank string. Okay. Run module. Okay. So we no need to write huge codings here in Python, right? We have got string methods available. String methods. First one, upper. To print in uppercase. X equal to, for example, Hyderabad. Print X dot upper. X equal to Hyderabad, X dot upper. Printing everything in uppercase. Say printing Hyderabad in uppercase. Printing Hyderabad in upper, right? Yes. Second is lower. To print in lowercase. X dot lower. X dot lower, right? Print everything Mumbai in lowercase. Run module, right? Yes. Mumbai in lowercase. X equal to India. I want only the first character, I only in the uppercase, remaining all in the lower cases. And we have got a method like capitalize. Check this output. Only the first character, I only in the upper, remaining all in the lower cases. What is that? Capitalize. For capitalizing the first character. For capitalizing the first character of a string. Next, one more. How many words are there here? How many words? Three words, right? Three words. Each and every word, first character I want in uppercase. G in uppercase, I want M in uppercase, H in uppercase. Hmm. Each and every word, first character I want in uppercase. X dot, capitalize if we say only the first character G only in uppercase. Title, say X dot, title means G in uppercase, M in uppercase, H in uppercase. What is that? Title, right? What is that? For capitalizing the first character of each word in a string. For example, employee names are like this. Employee names. In this way, you got hundreds of employee names. They think that you got hundreds of employee names. Each and every employee name, first character I want in uppercase. Every employee name, first character in uppercase. EMPS dot title. That's it. Rahul, Ajay, Miller, Blake, Smith, Arun, David, and James. Okay, fine. Next, we have got a method like swap case. For converting one case to another, for converting one case to another, right? If it is in lower case, it prints in uppercase. If it is in upper, it converts to lower. Okay. Yeah. Good morning, Hyderabad. Means if it is in upper, converts to lower. For example, X dot swap case. X dot swap case. If it is in lower, it prints in upper. If it is in upper, it prints in lower, right? It reverses. Yes. Check this. If it was in lower case, it prints in upper case. Next, we have got a method like a replace. For replacing a portion of a string. For replacing a portion of a string, x equal to, for example, there is a string, Java is easy. Print x dot replace from the x string, replace which word? Java. With which word you want to replace? Python. What is the output you get? Python is easy. Python is easy. Replace the word Java with Python. For example, Java is easy and Java is simple. Will it replace each and every occurrence of Java with Python, or only the first occurrence of Java with Python? Each and every occurrence of Java with Python. You'll get Python is easy and Python is simple. Yes, there's one more like count. Count. To count the number of occurrences. Number of occurrences of a substring or a character. To count the number of occurrences of a substring or a character, right? Yes, just observe x equal to, I'm taking a normal string. For example, a string. Print x is the string. I want count of the word hello. Yes, the output is 3. Print x dot count of a particular character. Count of h is 4. Count of hello is 3. Count of h is 4. But run model. So in this way, we have got many methods, right? Not the upper, lower, capitalize, title, swap case, replace, count. Like next, we have got format method, find method, starts with, ends with. strip method, join method. So the other methods, right, I'll be discussing in the next class. Yes, tomorrow we have a session, right? Same time at 5 o'clock. Uh, More discussion on this. Tomorrow the link will be changing, right? So tomorrow the link will be changing. You are supposed to get enrolled. Yes, you can see that payment details, the contact details, the course content details is kept, the payment details is kept, the demo videos, the last two videos, right? Demo videos link is provided. You can go to the videos if you're not attended the previous session, right? And I said there's a big data batch going to start tomorrow at 1 p.m. The interest means big data in which it covers Hadoop, PySpark, Linux, and Python. In that 2 months of this Python course, whatever it is, will be discussed in that. The fee structure for this is 15,000. Hadoop, PySpark, Linux, weekend 1 p.m. right? 2 hours on Saturdays, 2 hours on Sunday it will be. And this Python Monday to Friday it will be. You can attend the same batch. So the timing of this batch, right? Okay, this is a weekend batch. And about coming to this Python or whatever this batch, right? I said for the first 1 week it will be at 5 a.m. right? It starts, but later it will be at 6 a.m. right? 6 a.m. in the morning. This batch, right? So tomorrow it will be at 5 o'clock, but the link will be changing. You are supposed to get enrolled for getting the link to your mail IDs. Yes, Sanket Kale, today afternoon you will be getting that link, right? Yes, if you already said the last week at big data batch you have attended, right? Yes. So yes, and if you're done with the payment, right? Try to share the screenshot of your payment to the mail ID provided, right, in the chat. Durgasoft online training at the rate gmail.com. So if anyone after doing the payment, still if you have not got that, what is that link? Still if you have not got that link or anything, right? You can just ping me on this, my number, right? I'll provide. Okay, fine. That is my number, right? Okay, fine. So any other queries, right? Any other queries? Tomorrow 5 a.m. there will be a session. So with the new link. So try to get enrolled and try to get the new link to your mail IDs. Okay. So I'm stopping for now. We'll continue tomorrow at 5 a.m. More discussion on this string methods, right? Yes, thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you tomorrow. Bye.